Greetings, charming, artistic, indulgent Libra. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and tarot card reader. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Right now I'm going to get into the forecast for Libra for May 2019. And I recommend that you watch the videos for your sun, moon, and rising. Please subscribe to the channel. If you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, contact me for a reading. Everyone should have their chart done at least once in their lives. It's a great tool for self-awareness and self-discovery, and I mean having it read by a person, not the computerized printout. And yeah, if you've had your chart done, transit readings are really great too. So as we enter the beginning of the month, Libra, it looks like you are not seeing eye to eye with a partner. It could be someone you're in a project with, or it could be any kind of partner, really, as May enters. But it looks like you are maybe getting over, not seeing eye to eye with someone, or it could have been an argument, a disagreement, and you were crossed by going on a journey or a trip in May. And the basis has to do with a proposal or an invitation that is not happening, possibly, or else it can be a wobble around a romantic figure. Yeah, either one of those are possible. What's leaving is the Chariot reversed, time of things being at a standstill. What could come into being is you could be dealing with a man mid-month who is, I don't know, just come back from dealing with something very difficult or is going through something. Mid-month, it looks like you were clearing up communication in a situation involving several people, or at least more than two people. Fears or insecurities have to do with launching a new hope or desire around mid-month. Others see you, the King of Cups. It looks like Libra men, someone is looking at you romantically. Libra women, someone is looking at you romantically. Someone is in love with you or has a crush on you. And positive feelings are about healing towards the end of the month, getting over something that was painful. And by the end of May, you look liberated and free from restrictions, Libra. So that is May for Libra. And now I'm going to get a little bit into the planets. As we enter the month of May, the Sun and Uranus are both in Taurus. The Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Chiron are all in Aries. Mars is in Gemini. Jupiter is in Sagittarius retrograde. Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node are all in Capricorn. And Neptune is in Pisces, and the North Node is in Cancer. So that's the sky as we enter the month of May. May 1st, Uranus in Taurus forms a semi-square with Neptune and Pisces. I'm not going to get into that too much in this Libra forecast, but if you want to know all the specific transits of May, I'm happy to go through them with you if you contact me directly for your own reading. It's very interesting to see the transits. May 4th is the new moon in Taurus. If you've watched my videos before, you know that new moons are incredibly rich and fertile soil for planting the seeds of intention for anything that you want to manifest. And Taurus themes include finance, security, wealth, long-term financial planning, anything around material possessions. Also, Taurus rules sensual pleasures, beauty, romance, art, food, all of that kind of thing. Intentions around that is really great. Taurus rules the shoulders. If you have any intentions around your shoulders, it's a great time to set those at this new moon. If you are interested in being in my altar, please contact me. I do new moon altars. I'm able to handle, do rituals for a handful of clients each month on my altar. And we do the flowers and photos of the ancestors and candles and crystals and writing of the spells. It's a really beautiful ritual each month. And let's see, so May 6th, starting May 6th, you know, the sky gets increasingly more Taurus as May moves on. May 6th, Mercury moves into Taurus. You know, May 4th is the new moon of Taurus. May 15th, Venus enters Taurus. And so, you know, we're going to have 4 or 5 planets in Taurus by mid-month. And so, again, these Taurian themes, finance, investing, savings, wealth, security, material possessions, money, but also the sensual pleasures are highlighted at this time. Art, romance, beauty. And so these are the spring kind of themes. And also, May 15th, Mars enters Cancer, so we become driven more by our emotional instincts. We become more driven by our gut, by our emotional needs and emotional desires for the second half of the month in terms of our drive. And May 18th is the full moon in Scorpio, and this is a very powerful full moon. It's a very mystical full moon, very mysterious, probing full moon. There's a lot of depth and a lot of emotion in this full moon. And, you know, detective work is highlighted, mysteries are highlighted, anything that requires digging is highlighted, psychic ability is highlighted. It's a very psychic full moon. And May 21st, the Sun and Mercury enter Gemini. So when Gemini season begins, towards the end of May, communication is going to really rise. Letters, phone calls, texts, direct messages, communication is going to be at an all-time high for so far this year. And yeah, so you have that to look forward to. And I know that Libras are also air signs, so Libras enjoy when there's a lot of communication going on as well. And May 21st, also Pluto with the quintile with Chiron. I'm not going to get into the details of that on the Libra overview. Neptune and Pisces trying the true note in Cancer. Not going to get too much into that in the Libra overview. These are other aspects that are going on, and if you want to know more about them, you should contact me directly for a transit reading. Transit readings are really interesting because they look at the sky now, they compare it to your natal birth chart, and then it can tell you what's going on in your life and how long these transitions last, and it helps explain certain events and things happening internally and in your relationships, and helps you kind of ride the rhythms of the universe. I love doing transit readings. So that's it for today. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please share this with all of your friends. Please tell them to subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.eliane Nicole, and I look forward to reading for you directly soon. Thank you for joining me, Libra. Bye.